Whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Get out of there. Oh, hey, my batteries are at 30% already. I'll plug this in later. I'm going to get these batteries in first. Rechargeable AAAs. That is the answer. I should just get a recharge port so I can just plug them into the wall and be done with it, not have to worry about it for a while.
Wait, did I tell you all the new stuff that was coming up?
Not all of it. You told me about some of it, but sorry, it does that whenever new batteries are put in it. All the sound ones have that. Like whenever I put my batteries in my Dark Catalyst, I'll show you what it says. It goes Black Star because I've got a different effect on it. I put these rubber bands on it because they'll fall out if I don't. And that's because one of these holder things right here broke off. Where is it? I could have sworn. Oh no, the springs are bad. That's what's wrong with this one. The springs are bad. So they don't grip it very well. I have no idea why Michelle's here. She's the babysitter.
Are your parents out of the house?
My mom's upstairs watching TV. So like I said, I don't know why the babysitter is here. That's why I said I don't know why Michelle is here, because there's no reason for her to be here. Not that she's not welcome, but it's just that I don't see the point. You want to know the funny thing?
What?
She's younger than me.
Oh.
Michelle. She's 14. And I'm 19. So why am I not the babysitter? You'll be able to tell how much brighter this is with new batteries in it. Watch. Looks a lot clearer now, doesn't it?
I was wondering if it was like just because of like you're recording a lot, or
no, it's just that I use them a lot.
No, I was.
All right, hand me my pommels, which are the screw-on things next to them. There's another one behind you.
Okay.
And then hand me my double-bladed lightsaber, because we're gonna break the thing in half.
To recharge it?
Not literally. No, I just got it. It's got brand new batteries in it. It came in literally today. So before you got here.
Did you do a video about like unboxing it, or?
No. I just opened it and I'm like, yes, it's here. Hannah watched me open it. I did an unboxing video for my Dark Catalyst.
Yeah.
I don't get the point of view.
What?
There's a hole in between them. Goes all the way through. I don't get the point. Alright, you take one.
Okay.
I'll take the other.
Okay.
Because these have full batteries, kind of.
Okay.
Master and apprentice. Because you are my apprentice. You are the apprentice, worm! No. Just press it. You don't need to hold it. You were holding it, weren't you?
The button was stuck for a second. I think I was, probably.
You were probably holding it. This is what I would be doing with lightsabers in real life, just turning them on and off.
Just like sitting there in the Jedi Council. And Qui-Gon being like, where you going?
Playing with a lightsaber? We're above such things. No, we're not. I'm not. Yeah, but Quinton's dead.
It's like the youngins are doing the same thing. Oh wait. Yeah. There might be new youngins later, but
Right now.
the ones that we remember are dead. And that's sad. Tears for them.
Why are you talking to the lightsaber?
I don't know. I feel like if
Do you want to watch my teaser again?
Oh, sure.
Because I did a pretty good job on it, if I do say so myself. Yeah, it's just there's sand on our shoes. I gotta check if this was done right and everything first.
I was worried about stepping in something undesirable.
There's nothing out there bad. That sand pit hasn't been there very long. That's where our pool used to be.
Oh, that's what the stairs were for. I was like, what are the stairs for? Well, now it's like someone could have the higher ground.
I was making sure I timed everything right. Flash it! I command you!
So what's the total number of podcasts not counting the repeat ones? Like between both of our channels?
9.
Oh wait, and there's the one that
So 10 in total.
Yep, 10 in total.
The big one. I don't know that for sure. Because I know the Graflex and the Chosen One are made of steel.
When you said the big one popped into my mind.
What?
Toy Story. Because remember that's what it said on the rocket.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's what what Sid called it. Andy does not blow up toys. That's like one main thing to worry about, not ready. Do you have a fear of clowns?
No.
I have
You do.
a bad fear of clowns. Yeah.
I think I made fun of you for it already.
Did you?
Yes, Tuesday.
Ah.
Because that was the first time you ever told me you were afraid of clowns. I'm like, we're going to go see the new It.
Oh.
I actually do want to go see the new It. Alright. Blargity blurg.
So is it going to be more faithful to the book this time?
Probably. Shut up, I know! Okay, it's done. I can delete all of these. That happened. So this is the teaser. This is just what I cut out. I cut out the ending of the original video. Testing! You guys can't see me! Can you see it fine?
Yeah.
Is the audio off a bit?
I don't think so.
Ah, my eyeballs! Okay, sorry.
So you're going to add the hole in your mouth thing?
I can't because my mic cut out when that happened.
Um,
That's why I got rid of plays. Because I never have to deal with that ever again. Because it will never cut out like that again. Oh, you were in that one.
Yep.
Controller! Face! I was smiling the whole time because I thought it was so funny. Purpleness! Boop, 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 boop. That was so stupid.
This is the stupidest face I've ever made.
And Hannah was holding on to me the whole time. Ah, no! Ah! I know the perfect turbo dismount clip I could put in here. 2 of them. You'll see them. We're gonna pick out certain videos, but I already know which ones I'm gonna do now. This was the original. The first video I ever did. Because I was so upset that I had to record the same episode 3 times. Just flashing my lightsabers. We're here. That was just the creepiest I had ever gotten ever. I need to make more creepy videos. This was just my first intro ever. I cut out to Dead Space because I just wanted it to be the general. Santa!
Have you made any levels?
Huh?
Have you made any levels?
No. I'm just there to play them and make videos. This was Ian's idea. Besides that last part. You already know what this is an homage to. Watch with the podcast! That was gross. That was gross.
I maybe should do a Yes, no.
And then I put all of Ultra Saber's awesomeness in this.
This looks real. And the camera.
What we're going to do next is we're going to go through some of my videos and pick out certain parts.
Okay.
It's going to take us, I don't know, an hour, and then we'll record your podcast and then send it along your way. I'm also going to delete the stuff that was on here. Hang on.
Oh, can you quickly check something? Really
What?
quick? Oh, just making sure that I had the one uploaded. I think I did.
You uploaded them both.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Delete. Yes. Goodbye. We'll just leave this podcast here, and I'll send your podcast with you.
Okay.
Is that fine with you?
Yep.
Okay. Back to the video. I think the red is more prominent than any of the other colors.
Yeah, it's just saying.
York,
Oh, I think I might.
you sure?
I think it's for off.
70% less fat. Just one. They're really small. York peppermint patties are one of the most underrated candies ever. Do it! I didn't even intentionally cut that there. Here, I'll take care of your trash. This was after not uploading Ultra Saber stuff for a while. I went from completely insane to absolutely calm and collected. This was probably the most focused moment in any of my videos ever. We're going to give our voices a break from talking so we can make the whole hour.
Oh, I got confused for a second.
About what?
Oh, I thought I was looking at us. And I thought it was only catching you.
Can you see the difference between this camera and the other camera?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can actually see it's just a blade. I was wearing this jacket while I was recording that, and that's the only other time I ever recorded myself with a jacket. More Dead Space. I have all the Dead Space footage I want in here.
I feel like if
Except maybe the DLC. I haven't watched the DLC episodes again because I got so upset I had to record the second episode twice because, again, Plays was being a dick and it cut all of my video. It had my audio but no video. And I didn't know this until I uploaded it. And no one said anything. Did you see what I did there?
What?
Watch. I got scared, and then I distracted myself.
What did you say? Were you just saying the name of the gun?
It's a piece for a gun. Compact standard frame. That's what I said. I was distracting myself because I didn't want to keep going. But I knew I had to.
Have you seen the anime Psychopaths?
No.
Oh.
You know what this is.
Was that a spirit bomb?
No, that was a Kamehameha.
Oh. Was that solar flare?
Yeah, it was solar flare. This is spirit bomb. It doesn't work. I think it does now, but when I'm not recording. This was my most popular video that I pulled this out of. The second part of Dragon Ball Unreal.
Oh.
It's the most popular video this year, so I was instant transmission.
Ah. Cool.
The guy knows his stuff. Because the Kamehameha, I was using the 10 times Kamehameha. See, 10 times Kamehameha on the X button.
Isn't 10 times Kamehameha red though?
Yeah, but he didn't want to make it that way. Yeah, and that's where I ended it, because it was just a teaser. Whoa, 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 hey, whoa! Family show! Sorry, I'm making a reference to something.
To what?
A video Mark did a long time ago.
Are there any animes that you recommend?
I'm gonna start uploading it! What?
Like, are there any animes that I haven't seen that you recommend?
I thought I gave you my list.
I think I forgot.
Heroic Age, Claymore,
Oh, I guess I've technically completed. Oh wait, no. I keep on thinking I watch every episode of One Punch Man, but I did not.
Netflix, upstairs, now. No. It's all in English dub, too.
Is Netflix it has?
No, not Netflix, Hulu. Hulu has it in English dub. I don't know if Netflix has it yet.
I don't think it has English though.
Are you sure? Have you checked?
Yeah.
Have you checked recently?
As of 2 days ago.
Oh, well then no. I guess not. So I would get Hulu. Drop Netflix and get Hulu. You'd get more stuff. You'd get the exact same, but more.
I've only seen 6 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. The original one.
Well, it sucks for you that Dragon Ball Z isn't on Hulu. What's good for you, though, is that the original Dragon Ball was on Hulu.
I watched.
It's only in Japanese, though. But it has subtitles.
I have.
I almost got that in your mouth. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I have 2 parts of Dragon Ball Z Kai.
How much of Kai have you watched? Because it's the exact same as Z.
Pretty much. I'd say pretty much every episode.
Then you've seen Z.
Yeah. I still haven't watched.
It's Z, but not in the Z style.
I've seen
I have the first season on disc.
of the
Yeah, from
the
Raditz to the end of the Saiyan saga.
Me too. I just haven't sat down and watched it past like the first disc. And I've only seen Resurrection of F once.
Punch.
Oh, sorry.
Ew. 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 Why? You want to see the new computer I'm gonna get?
Sure. Sorry that my mouth was
That
open.
one. Hang on, let me open it. So you have a better picture to look at. That. It comes with a keyboard and a mouse. So I get to get rid of this crappy keyboard and crappy mouse. You want to know how long I've had this keyboard and mouse? I've had this mouse for 15 years and this keyboard for almost 13.
Oh.
The only thing that's wrong with this keyboard is that the control key doesn't work. The left control key. My mouse works 100% fine. It's an old Dell mouse. And it works 100% fine. As long as I'm not stupid. It also has this cool little window that you can see inside it.
Cool. Have you seen those? Have you tried those gummy bottles of soda?
No, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Like, they're made by like the same people that are famous for the gummy bears.
Oh, that tastes like cola?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had those. They're pretty good.
The top part where it's like not cola. Yeah.
The foam.
Oh. Oh, it's supposed to be what the foam tastes like? They really tried hard. Good for them.
They did. Blubber, blue, blue. Blue, blah, blah. That's how I warm up my voice. What? I don't know. That's how I warm up my voice every day. I just make random noises that test out my vocal range. Like I start high, and when I get up in the morning, no, that's bad wording. I don't start out high in the morning. I don't do drugs, kids. We're not even recording.
I forgot we were.
But yeah, I just make random noises like and I just make random noises all day. And when I get up in the morning, I start out low. I go like I'm like a bear when I get up in the morning. I'm like and I stretch out my back and everything. And I stretch my neck. I go from the bottom to the top, just until my voice cracks, and then I stop.
I wake up at 4:29.
Then how come you didn't answer my phone? Or answer your phone?
Oh,
I called you like 6 times before you called me.
sorry. Oh, I might have been separate from my phone. Didn't hear it. It was under a lot of it. No, so I don't know what was going on. Don't know why
Okay.
I did that.
It's fine. Do you like my controller?
Yeah, it's neat.
It's prismatic.
What does that mean?
It changes color. See? It's doing it right now.
Yep.
Change the color. We're going to look at it until it goes through the whole spectrum. It started at blue.
Did you know around Christmas time there was like 2 houses that like set up a lot of lights and they like had a radio station where they set music that the lights were set to?
For what? Christmas?
Yeah, like like around Christmas time.
I have no idea. I did see a vine of a house that had like jack-o'-lantern faces, and they were singing "This Is Halloween," and they had TV screens on either side of the house in the front yard, playing A Nightmare Before Christmas in the scene where they sing "This Is Halloween."
Cool.
It was awesome. That's not a moon. That's a sun.
Oh, sorry.
It's a neutron star.
That song is gonna be stuck in my head all day.
Way to go! Now it's gonna be stuck in mine too. Die for that.
That's for getting that stuck in your head.
Lightsabers. That's the wheel. That's not the butt.
I thought that was the one.
I made that mistake earlier. Ha. Hiya. Careful. Are my batteries full yet? No, they still got about 20 minutes. We're just going to sit here for a little bit. You got the motion down. You just need to move your wrists more. Ah, my hair!
I'm sorry.
Oh, not my hair! Okay. I'm not that broken up. I'm going to slowly get faster. Not harder, but faster.
Sorry. I'm confused.
You got faster, but you also got harder. And then we're just gonna. That's super fast. Not dirty in any way, shape, or form. They're just lightsabers.
Remember the movie Spaceballs where the lightsaber like came out of their rings or something?
Yeah! They're Schwartz rings.
I guess.
Use the Schwartz. The Schwartz.
That's probably the only thing I remember about Spaceballs.
Spaceballs was a great movie. I mean, they almost got sued for making a parody of Star Wars. Because that was a no-no back in the day.
No. Yes.
Parodies were not a big thing back then. But that was one of the first successful
I
parodies.
think it became like really big with YouTube. It's the parody everything.
Yes. Damn
Like
it!
all the Minecraft parodies, those are fun.
Not really.
Well, sometimes.
YouTube. YouTube is my buddy. YouTube is my friend.
Have you looked up? Sometime you should look up contemporary Christian Minecraft videos. Those are good too. They're like Minecraft animation.
Oh! You're gonna love this.
That's weird.
That's the Sea Emperor.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? We all knew it was coming. Now, we all knew it was coming. By the way, spoiler alert. For those who aren't aware that most of the Subnautica videos I'm going to be putting out are spoilers. Anyway, we all knew it was coming. The Emperor's death. The Emperor has been holding on to its last bit of strength in order to have these last events play out. She's giving everything she's got to make sure her babies are going to be safe and also free. The most important thing. And once that's done, we actually get to see the Emperor end, or at least start to. It's extremely emotional, but at the same time, it's very hopeful. Anyway, there are new animations, new sequences,
So-
and the enzyme cure ball is actually in the game now. The babies will emit their enzyme that you can then use to cure yourself. We'll show that all a little bit later. Right now, we're going to go in from the beginning and talk about some of the changes that have been made to the antechamber, the alien pipe room, the lab, and the egg room, which you may not know what I'm talking about. So, if you guys are still enjoying Subnautica, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below, and let's get started. So this is finally here. We have
The blue artifact.
mechanism to control this force field. We just need the blue artifact, which you can get one inside, I believe, the thermal plant. There's an extra area where you can pick this one up. There might also be one in that Degassi base. I can't remember if it's orange
It's in the-
or blue.
the-
one of the two.
The orange
So,
artifact is in the Degassi base. The blue one is in the thermal plant. So you need the orange one to get the blue one.
Alright, let's pull out our handy flashy and head on over to the pipe room. Alright, so here we are in the pipe room.
Ah,
Beautiful
peepers.
place. You can actually see the peepers inside now. There doesn't seem to be much of a current flowing, which I'm sure they'll add, or maybe they won't. The peepers are now swimming around, coming into the main entrance, or the main container, and then spreading themselves out, going to different biomes elsewhere. I wish I knew which ones were which. And as you can tell, they're squinting more than usual. That might be because of the current. I have no idea. Or maybe they're just very bored with their jobs now. Because if we scan the alien pipe and read it, it says, peeper behavior elsewhere on the planet suggests that they are not being sucked in by accident, but rather have evolved to actively seek out the correct access point. So this is now their new lives. Not that it would happen in the same generation. It likely happened over new generations of peepers. I mean, I imagine that's how it would work, but I can't be certain.
Are your
Nonetheless,
hands black?
It's probably just the current. Let's not look too far
Why
into
is it just
If
mine?
you've seen the currents at the exit vents, you'll know that it's flowing pretty quickly.
Maybe
Not that
it's the
peepers
battery
don't swim
pack?
against the current on their own, but if it's
No,
blowing
it was
their eye,
probably
maybe
from
at some
holding
point
on to
you
the
gotta
new
blink. This
sabers.
creature has the
Oh.
ability to blink, and it's because it needs to at some point, so it makes sense. I don't know why I'm still going on about this, but I'm sure there's a lot of discussion about it. There's probably already a 1-hour video theory somewhere about what peepers are squinting for, about how they're slaves to the Emperor, and the Emperor is so
Here, can you put these over there with the rest of
we
them?
can't peek too far into this kind of stuff.
Haha.
So
I
this is
get
the
it.
pipe room. Those are the updates there. I'm sure they'll add more to it in
Put
the
'em there.
coming weeks, days, months, years, who knows. Look at this thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. What in... Hold on. That's not a scanner. Here we go. I cannot scan that? We don't know what this is. What was this? Was this an empty container? Dude,
Yeah.
that is freaking nuts. It looks like an Atlas shard from Worlds Adrift. That would be amazing. So this is the egg lab, as it's called on the wiki. There's two
Oh,
labs.
no.
There's the egg lab, and then there's the dissection lab that has the dead emperor carcass just laying up there for experimentation and research. So you can see we got a ton of stuff. Looks like a lot of stuff from the disease research facility that was hanging up on the warpers and such. We got eggs everywhere, all kinds of eggs actually. You actually can't see that well inside there unless you have a flashlight. That's a sea dragon egg? I can't tell. Kind of looks like it, although there's a lot of eggs I haven't actually seen. That's not a flashlight. How do I keep mixing up my shit? I mean, these all are eggs that are in the game, right? I mean, it couldn't be possible that some of these are just kind of unknown. Aw, you're a little cutie. Are you what? This is a display. I just realized that. This is a display. This is a museum. They're relishing in their experiments and research. Not really what I'm thinking is that all of these creatures are here in order for them to find out which ones are immune to the Karar, and they discovered that the Sea Emperor is the only one that is. Although I thought this was all taking place in the disease research facility, maybe that's more concentrated on the disease itself, or the bacteria. I'm sure it'll all come
The
together.
disease research facility was just for containment. It was how they contained it.
Run and jump. Okay.
So
Shame
was
I can't
it
pick
any
anything
like
up.
disease curing?
That's what the main containment facility was for.
So they actually did that stuff there,
They would
or
know as well, the
did they
precursors.
say
Anyway,
that's what it was
let's go
for?
and check out the dissection lab.
Oh
Because,
no, not the dissection
another
lab.
sad aspect of this update video is that we're going to see something in there you don't want to see. Also, if you can't tell, they moved the terminal from down there to up here. Much more appropriate my opinion, because you have to put another key. And here we are, the dissection lab. Well, actually, I didn't even notice there was like little countertops here, tables, potentially used. Oh, some eggs are missing. But here, I'm going to look down and surprise you guys if you haven't already seen it. And you know, based on everything I've said so far, you should probably prepare yourself to tearjerker, not just this, but what you'll see later too. Let's take a look.
Oh no.
Oh my god. This is actually sadder than I remember. So that's why these things were positioned the way they were, because I thought it was kind of weird, but it's just being pinned down, injected. Look, there's like little tubes coming in, there's fluids, or being drawn out maybe, but there's an intake and outtake. This is kind of terrible. And the sad, sad face, look at that. Look at that.
That's a dead baby sea
We're
emperor.
going to make you look at the sad face even more. Hold on a second. We got to zoom in. A very sad face. Oh.
It's so sad.
It's so terrible. And I know a lot of you are thinking, IGP's probably getting some kind of joy out of this. He likes to kill these things. Well, no. It's a very sad moment. It really is. You know? Like, I'm tore up. You know, I should have been the one to do this. Jokes aside, this is actually pretty depressing. This poor I mean,
Asshole.
who's to say it's some...
But just because you
Still haven't
said that,
figured out what the other ones are for. Maybe they're not ever going to be used for anything. Here we go. Get rid of that door. And we must enter. I'm letting you guys enjoy the music in the game now because it is back in the game. So you might hear some cuts here and there, and I'm not going to add my own music. I know some of you have actually been pointing out that you really enjoy when I add the music. So, hey, the warp gate is gone. Huh. Now it's just a wall. I actually didn't even notice that it was that shape. Was it that shape before? I don't know. And why is it off-center? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's an extra pillar right there that doesn't need to be there because you're shoving it over to the side. I see what you did. It is centered based on the width of this entire thing, but there's an extra pillar here. Why would you do this? Why is this not centered? I can't deal with that. Was it always like this? Or
I would probably lose my shit over it too. I'd be like, what?
Alright, before I lose my mind, we're gonna go down here.
Look at this. This is amazing.
We're supposed to experience.
Hello! She talks. Telepathically. You know what happens after this, right? The full release, and then I have to play through the entire game. I'm gonna be terrified out of my mind. I hate the ocean.
There's that forest temple music that I was waiting for, by the way. Reminds me completely of the forest temple. Alright, so we're going to play through the traditional sequence. There's a few changes here and there, but I think you're really going to appreciate the end of this event. It's definitely, it works you up. Hello there. Why don't you take a seat? Yes, perfect. Thank you. I will insert the crystal here. I got rid of the HUD because it's just kind of in the way. So after you do this, you could hatch... Whoa. Wait, that's a bone shark. Oh, right, there's a notification that says to you that there's unusually passive behavior in hostile creatures, usual hostile creatures, and I guess that's the bone shark. Anything else? Ooh, another bone shark. And a stalker. Okay, so these guys are being manipulated, which sounds bad, but it's a good thing, by the Emperor to be passive. So over here, the Emperor will wait, and then clearly blow away the sand for us to reveal that, hey, this is a warp gate, if you couldn't tell. Actually, it looks sweet. Good job. So now, I do know that we have to scan this in order to activate the next voice.
I young want to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others have ways of giving passage to the outside. I've asked them for this, but they could not hear. If you can hear, you can help. If you can help, I will tell what the others wanted so badly to know.
will help. I do like how they said that too. They can't hear. Like they couldn't. The Emperor could not communicate with the precursors.
I give you what you seek. My young cannot be forced from their shells. They must be coaxed. This is what the others could not see. I gave you this secret willingly. I hope I will not be disappointed again.
So I'm going to be quiet for this and let you guys just kind of enjoy the atmosphere and the story of it. Keep your tissues nearby, and let's get started.
That's beautiful.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end.
They're so cute.
Perhaps next week I will be in ocean current.
But they're gonna grow to be so monstrous. They're living on their mama and then they're leaving. Oh. She's dying.
Right in the fields. So I originally had thought that the way that this had already been played out, before any of this was added, like the baby emperor is rubbing up against their mother and saying goodbye, it's like they knew, you know? But before that, with it just swimming around and saying farewell, like knowing that it's the end of the emperor is sad enough. And I thought that was a good way to end it, but I didn't think that they could top it. Although it makes sense that this would happen, and most people probably guessed that something like this would happen, but this is just so sad. The Emperor had saved all of her strength to make sure that her babies could get out. The babies could be free. And it stayed that way. It swam around and kept this cycle going until someone came by to help, or something came by to help. That's true devotion, and as she realizes that her babies are now free and able to go wherever, she can go. She can pass. So right now she's in her state of just almost. Is this guy swimming for the end? Also, you can see now the baby. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, they're gonna swim out, and they drop their enzymes everywhere. And
He's
there one
gone.
goes. And then one of the 5 locations is where that one will be. Oh my God, this is so cute and so sad at the same time. I actually regret every baby emperor I've ever killed. So she'll remain in this states until we leave. When we come back, it's not in the game yet, but it's been said when we come back, the emperor will be laying down. It is also said that the emperor will not be dead in that state, but very close to it. It'll be basically the end of what we're going to see. Now, that's something you can't miss, but it's a nice little addition if you decide to come back to the aquarium for whatever reason, because if I'm not mistaken, you can get these cure balls, and I'll show you in a second what happens, because it totally ruins the mood. But when you cure yourself, if you go swimming about in the world again, I believe you can get infected again. So you might have to return to get more, because after this is not the end. You still have a lot to do in order to, escape the planet. So you might end up having to return here, and when you do, she'll be laying down in a very catatonic state, or just, one breath away, you know what I mean? It's very sad, but it's also very peaceful. I think it was a very good direction to go with this story. She's waiting to give up once she knows that they're free. Anyway, let's get the cure ball and listen to this, because it's actually kind of hilarious. I'll put the HUD back on. There we go. So we got the baby Leviathan enzymes. And we'll, actually, let's scan ourselves to make sure we are infected. I believe we are still. Yes? Okay.
Vital signs detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
So I'm going to give myself infection reveal. So we have the cysts on our hands. And we'll see what it looks like once we cure ourselves. I haven't actually done this before, but It's so deformed that the polygons on my hand are just so distorted. So now we are infected, we have the infection reveal, and we'll eat this. And let's listen.
When a player reads concentrated enzymes, they are cured. Play normal cure sound in here, along with some inspirational music. When a player reads concentrated enzymes, they are cured. Play normal cure sound in here.
So that is a sound file that I'm assuming is a cue for the developers, like in between each other, which is kind of a joke. That's actually pretty funny. From a development standpoint, that's kind of interesting, but I thought it was pretty funny. They are cured. Sounds like
They
a
are
bunch of
cured.
sorts. It's amazing. So now we're cured. As you can see, our cysts are completely gone, and it did say, you'll play the cure sound here, inspirational music, and I'm assuming there's probably going to be an animation of these cysts going away from your body. Now, I had an idea just to present. If the devs are watching, you might want to consider it. Just throwing that out there, maybe consider it. But I was thinking what would be interesting is when you cure yourself, instead of the cysts just kind of disappearing, because, there's a lot of stuff biologically that doesn't make sense in this game, but I was thinking maybe it would make a little more sense if, for some reason, the cysts were to die out and fall off and possibly be painful. So, how when you're cured, you then scan yourself and it tells you that you're cured and it says you're normal. I was thinking this would be an interesting way to probe the player and to make them actually want to scan themselves almost immediately after they take the inside. Some way of showing that the player is probably in pain from everything just kind of dying off on top, because it likely would be painful in some way, and then you'd be like, oh shit, wait a second, I thought I was supposed to be cured, and you scan yourself, so there's that bit of like hopelessness, and you're like, oh shit, everything's over, and then you find out you're cured. Or maybe even scare them into thinking that at this very moment in time, the infection was too strong and you're about to die. I don't know. Just thought, figured it would be kind of interesting. Let me know what you think. So this is actually pretty much the end of the whole sequence itself. Again, you have the cure, the Emperor, I think all of them are now gone. So they're all going to be in their respective places. I don't know if they're actually there just yet, but when you come back, she's just going to be swimming around. She's not laying down just yet, but that is the end. That is it. That is it. Everything is just going to be polished from here. It's a very well done sequence, heartbreaking, but also very inspirational, and I appreciate that. I'm going to go collect all these balls, and I'm going to annoy you for like 2 seconds. If I haven't already annoyed you for about 10 minutes, because I got 10 of these. Now, I can't take it because I'm not cured, but what I can do is infect myself. Aha! There we go. And then take it.
When a player reads concentrated enzymes, when a player reads concentrated enzymes, they are here. Play normal cure sound when a player reads concentrated enzymes, they are cured. When a player reads cure sound, when a player reads cure
Time.
It's time to stop.
Now you're probably asking, was that necessary? Yeah. Yes. For this video, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with all my latest videos. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye. What's your idea? Well, we should be appreciative that it didn't cut mid